Man, I love hearing that train come through, just a choo-chooing away. But appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining us. We are rocking and rolling. This is the Freight Train Mindset Podcast, and we are live. And hopefully, things are going great in your world. If they're not, then it's a mindset shift. You can make things great. Every day can be great. Push away the negativity. Get around people that are doing better and more things than you're doing, and that's when big changes happen. But we are rocking and rolling. So thanks again for listening. Let's go ahead and pay the bills right quick. This show is brought to you by Freight Train Lending.com, and also 3000channels.com, where if you're paying too much for your TV bill, they can help you with that. So we got the bills paid, and we're going to, if you first time joining with us, hit that subscribe button. Also, of course, like us on YouTube, and we're on iHeartRadio and Apple iPod and all that crazy stuff. So definitely follow us on there for all your podcasting needs, and hopefully we can give you some value. That's what we're here to do. So if this is your first time joining with us, if you're driving and you're listening, please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And number two, if it is your first time, what we do, let's break it down for you. We take a word. I've used action, I've used options, I've used collaboration, but today we take a word and we break it down. And today's word is branding. So we have a special guest on today, and we're going to talk about branding and how branding can affect your really in your life. You can work on it as, let's say, I think of some of my single cousins that may be listening to this that have dated and just and I've talked to them about branding themselves. You got to brand yourself and you got to love you before you can love somebody else. And then the second part of that is on the work side of it. You've got to know your business and understand how people see your business. So and how branding is very, very important to be. I've always heard the same all across the board. So if you're here and then here and then here, everybody's got to see the same picture. So anyway, we'll get into that. But my special guest is Miss Anna. I think she's down in Georgia, if I'm correct. And she's going to hang out with us for a little bit, and we're going to talk to her about her business. So without further ado, Miss Anna here, if you don't mind, share a little bit about who you are, what you do, where you're located, obviously, who you're looking to help. And then I'm going to ask you a couple questions just about your business and, what we can do to help you, obviously, and then how we can get the word out of folks that may need you. So go ahead, Anna, tell us a little bit about yourself for a minute or two.
Well, thank you very much for having me on. I'm Anna Boulier with Al Simply Design, a branding agency located in Northwest Georgia. But thankfully, with technology and the world it is today, I can help anyone anywhere. I started this business officially in 2021, and it has evolved and grown, and my brand has changed as I have learned and grown. And now I focus on helping service-based businesses align their goals to their target audience through foundational branding. And foundational branding to me is your brand identity, your message, and your marketing. It's a three-piece system, and when all of those align, you stand out from the crowd.
That's it. I love it. I love it. Standing out above the crowd. It's interesting. A lot of people, I've coached several business owners, and one of the things that you said that really stands out is that standing out above the crowd is somebody said, well, just like lending, there's all kinds of lenders out there. I mean, you probably pick up a phone book and find some lenders, but there's no Jimmy Bo Healer. There's no Freight Train Lending. And that's how you've got to be in your business as well. So that speaks a lot of volume to me, because whatever your business is, whether it's accounting, insurance, marketing, whatever it is, be the best there is. And that's how you stand out in the blue ocean. Because to me, I think it's full of blue ocean. What I mean by that is there's plenty of opportunity out there. You just have to put yourself above everybody else and believe that you are the best. There's nobody else. I always tell some of my clients is, you're the best. There's nobody else out there but you. That you're your business and you're the best, and they don't need to talk to anybody else. They need to talk to you. When they're ready to buy, they talk to you. You're the person that they need to talk to. So, but tell us. All right. So first off, what's the name of your business? Is it Al Simply Design? Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Awesome. And how long have you been in business?
Since 2021.
Okay.
Uh, I was doing some other things right after the pandemic started.
Okay.
I was doing a lot, and I niched down, focused, and that's when Al Simply Design was born.
Beautiful. Now, what were you doing before? What got you? Well, let's back up even more. What was the aha moment? A lot of times there's a pain point. I'll give you an example. A lot of times people when they want to, let's say, lose weight, there's a pain point. There's a problem, and they're like, okay, I'm done. I'm tired of being overweight. And then the pain kicks in, and all of a sudden the change happens. If there's no pain, there's no change. Okay. So tell me, through your journey, you got out. I think you went to Georgia State University. Is that correct? Okay, you got out of college and then went and got some degrees, and then you're like, hey, I'm going to go work. Tell me a little bit about that journey about going to work, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, these people need some marketing, they need some branding.
Well, I actually started out my journey going to Agnes Scott College and got a studio art degree.
Okay.
From there, I went to Georgia State and got an interior design and architecture degree. And I was planning on doing healthcare design, wellness.
Wow, listen to that healthcare design. And I
Yes.
love it. I went to be a DJ on a radio station. That's when I went into college. That's the road we're going on. All of a sudden, it's like right turn. Yeah,
Well, halfway through my college education, the market collapsed and you couldn't get a job with 20 years of experience.
that's right.
So I moved back home to my small town and ended up working at a carpet company designing carpets for hotels and country clubs all over the world.
Wow, tell us about that. So what was that like? That was a lot of experience there. That's cool.
It was interesting. I met with a lot of people all over the world, a lot of designers, worked with a ton of different people. And I designed some really cool things like the hidden Mickeys and Disney carpets. I designed a carpet for a hotel in Africa that had elephant footprints walking down the hall. And then I also got to create the carpet for the Olympic athletes for Rio de Janeiro for their hotel.
Very cool. So a lot of experience behind Anna as she's talking about this. Think about that. If you're doing business with somebody, you gotta, I always say you gotta be the expert. So you gotta talk to the expert. If you want something done, I don't know nothing about carpet design. I don't know about marketing, but I know Anna. And so that's the thing is you've got to get somebody in your database or in your Rolodex that is better than you when it comes to certain things, and whether that's for your business or somebody else's business. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so then what happened? So you did that for a little while, and then what happened?
Well, I was their senior designer for several years, and I thought, well, I guess the next step is management. So I became a project manager, led a very large team, and it was not creative. It was not fun. So in the midst of the pandemic, I thought it's not worth this. So I resigned my job and started my own business as an organizer.
Okay.
And helping senior adults age in place in their homes.
Okay.
And I did that for a year and a half, but it was very physical work. And it was also going into people's homes, and I have a severe gluten allergy. So it was making me sick.
Okay.
And on the side, I was doing graphic design because I'm also an author, and I self-published all of my books, created the covers, formatted them, the social media, the website design, and I loved it.
Okay.
Loved it. And that's what really taught me branding, because you have to brand yourself as an author.
That's right.
And from there, I'll Simply Design was born. It filled everything for me. It lets me help clients. It lets me be creative. It lets me do strategy and planning and educating, all the things I love in one job. And then I get to help people on top of it.
I love it. I love it. And it's interesting when you say the word that comes right out that you didn't say, but you're describing it, it's passion. When you have that passion, you don't work a day in your life now, right? Because you're exactly, you don't have to work now because your passion. When a person finds their passion, I've always said everybody's talented in some way. It's just finding it. Took me about 40 something years to figure it out, but I finally figured out what my passion was when it comes to lending and helping small business owners with capital and things like that. But same thing. I mean, when you find that, and it's interesting how you found that through other things. And I'll tell people that all the time. I'm a life insurance agent. I did life insurance and health insurance. But I was like, that wasn't my passion. I knew I loved helping people, but that wasn't the passion. And when you find that passion, now all of a sudden you're not working. You're just having a good time. You're just helping folks, and the money will come. And I think me and you even talked about that when we talked before, was the money comes once you do, if you do the work, and do the activity, the money will come. Okay, so now we're up to Al Simply Design. Give me some clients. Who do you like working with that are out there listening right now? They're listening to this podcast and like, oh my gosh, I don't know nothing about branding. I don't know nothing about marketing. Could she help me? So tell me kind of maybe some of the clients that you've helped recently.
Well, I love to help clients who are in the service-based industry because I do not build e-commerce stores. And I really like working with a variety of clients. I've worked with massage therapists, coaches, trucking company, insurance agents, a little bit of everything. What I'm looking to help are people who have the right mindset, who recognize that they may have started their business as a DIY. It was hire somebody cheaply to do the basic website, maybe have a friend do the logo, and they have a website, but they might still have a Gmail account that they run everything through.
Right.
It's all pieced together. It's not cohesive and it's not speaking to their target audience. One of the biggest things that clients do is they think about themselves in the business and what they like and what speaks to them, their favorite colors.
Right.
But business is all about your customer. And branding is the emotional connection that you create with your customer through your marketing identity message and everything that you put out.
That's right. I love it. This is good. I love it. And that's right. And a lot of folks just don't know that. But with the mindset, a lot of times it's standing out there. It's there. They just haven't found it, or they haven't figured out that. And that's where you come in. That's why me and Anna met, I believe, through H7, through another contact and all that fun stuff. And that's what's fun about it is when you network and you start meeting people. And I still say, if you're a small business owner and you're not networking with other business owners, you're missing the bus. You're missing a big paycheck. So go out there and network. H7network.com is who I'm a part of. But Anna, I think this is just amazing, and I like what you're doing. I love the passion behind it, because I think that's what people've got to understand, that you can't, no matter who you are, as great as you are, you cannot do it by yourself. You will never get to the top. I always like to bring this up, but Phil Mickelson has several coaches as a golfer, like eight coaches. And he's just a golfer. So think about you as a small business owner. Think about the people that are listening right now. If you're a small business owner, you need a team. Get you a team. Get people that know marketing. That she did design on carpets for Disney and some of these big places. She couldn't screw up. She screwed up. She got in trouble. So I challenge you to reach out to people that are doing better than you when it comes to marketing, comes to branding and branding yourself. And then on the life side of branding, what are some things you think that people should really do as far as maybe their Facebook or their Instagram, some of that stuff? To do we need a picture of a bikini, or do we need a picture of something? What our image? What's tell us a little bit about marketing ourselves.
Well, the biggest thing is consistency. What's on your website needs to be on your social media. Your logo needs to be the same. The phrases that you say, the keywords, the pain points that you talk about your clients on your website needs to be mentioned in your social media. Your business card needs to have the same information on it that you have on your website, on your social media. Everything needs to be consistent, and that can change over time. But as you make those changes, you need to be strategic about it and make sure that when you change it in one spot, you're changing it everywhere, and that there's a purpose to it.
There you go. Purpose. That's a big one too, especially when it comes to branding and marketing, is you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. No matter what Anna does for you and she gets your marketing, I promise you'll have a quick conversation about where we're wanting to go. I like to say that a lot to small business owners is all our job is to get you from A to B. So if you're at A and you're looking for branding, you're looking for marketing, Anna's going to help you get to B. That's her goal. Doesn't matter, and a lot of people, I think me and you both have dealt with this before, is cost. It's about the value. The cost doesn't matter. If you want to get it done, we'll get it done. We'll get it done right. But money's exchanged when problems are solved. So if you want your problem solved, then you may want to reach out to Anna. Of course, I'll tag her on my YouTube and on the podcast and everywhere. So you can tag, I'll put her email in there, I'll put a website in there so you can look at her stuff. See if her branding matches up. And I guarantee you'll be like, man, I wish mine would look like that. Then reach out to Anna. She'll be happy to probably go over something with you, give you a good plan of attack of where you want to end up in 2024, and then go into the new year. Maybe you already, decided, hey, I just not right now, but maybe later. That's fine. At least talk to Anna, get her number, get her email. So now she can give you an idea of where to go, just like I do with my lending. A lot of times hey, let's get a plan together and let's grow together. And let's not just, because all of a sudden you raise your hand and you want everything fixed. It doesn't happen overnight, especially with branding. It takes a little while to get people to understand what you're saying and then remembering you. So that's where the consistency comes in, because that person, they got to see it like 7 times before they even remember who you are. So, but man, awesome. Well, if you want to sum it up, just tell me if you want to share your email, your website, you're more than welcome to do that. And then any other last words you'd like to add, you're more than welcome to do that as well.
Okay. Well, I am Anna Boulier at Owl Simply Design, and you can check out my website at owlsimplydesign.com. I'm launching a new offer next week, offering a free brand audit. It's a PDF that will let you go look at your brand and decide how cohesive it is, how it's reaching your customers. And from there, you get a free 30-minute call with me to discuss your findings. So you can take a hard look at it and see if your branding's doing what you want it to.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that guy's free 30-minute audit? So you might as well reach out to her, get the free 30, at least check it out. She's not going to say, if she's anything like I am, she's not going to say anything. She's going to share with you the value of what she can provide. It's up to you if you make the decision or not. So again, thank you so much, Anna, for being on our show, the Freight Train Mindset, absolutely, Mindset Podcast. And one more quick question before you get out of here. When it comes to mindset, we talked about that, and I love, that's why this show is all about that. It really does come back to it, it's not about the money, it's not really about the branding, it's about that mindset. So if you don't mind, share a little bit about your mindset, about maybe a quick routine in the morning, or what you do to get on the right track so that you're winning every single day.
Oh, I have to take a little bit of time to breathe.
Okay.
I usually do a little bit of journaling, a devotion, and then I write out my to-do list, but it has 3 columns: must do, really, really would like to do, and it would be great if I could. And I put my to-dos in those columns. And then I give myself permission to ignore the 3rd column and focus on the 1st column. And if I can get anything in the 2nd column done, that's just a great day.
Yep. That's it. One I use is the power list. I have a power list, 5 things I want to get done that day. And what I do is eventually that power list, let's say that, and it depends on the item. So let's say go to the gym. Well, if you do that for about 30 days straight, you can take that off the power list. You can put something else on. But same idea. I like that. That sound. I mean, I think when it comes to small business owner, is just having, again, that plan of, here's where I'm going. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing gets my way. We'll highly recommend a book that I'm reading right now to my audience that's just been very, very, very powerful. It is actually Deion Sanders wrote a book called Elevate and Dominate. Elevate and Dominate. And he talks about the 21 life lessons. And that's one of the things he talks about is that this is what I got to get done. Setting those goals. I tell my audience all the time is, you're just a boat floating in water if you're just floating around. But if you've got a lighthouse and you have a goal, you go hit that goal and go do another one. I mean, that's why people ask me all the time, how do you get so much done? Because I know where the heck I'm going. Do you? A lot of times I ask that. Do you? Okay, what's your plan? What's your plans for 2024? What are we going to do in 2025? I'm already setting those goals now. Somebody I was telling about my accountant is I go ahead and talk to my accountant usually in September. And September, like, yeah, I don't talk to my accountant just once a year. I get the plan of what we're going to do and how it's going to work out, so we know what's happening in 2025. And I think that's what most business owners need to do. And especially when it comes to marketing and branding, is I want to say a bad word, I'm going to say, get your crap together. How about that? If you get it, get your stuff together, get consistent, and you'll see the results. It will not happen. And Anna, I know you agree, it will not happen overnight, but with consistency and showing up daily and doing the routine, you will see the results of the action. You agree?
I agree.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. We'll close it down right here. But again, appreciate my listeners. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you heard. Of course, you can give me some feedback. Of course, you can find us on iHeartRadio or iHeart Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, all that fun stuff. And again, this was brought to you by FreightTrainLending.com and also 3000channels.com. So thanks so much, Anna. I appreciate your time so much. And I'll definitely share this out to us. But again, thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate you.
Thank you.